Today we are at Disney's Contemporary Resort and we are having an early dinner at California Grill. It's been quite a while since we've been here, so we are pretty excited. And if you didn't know, we do dining reviews every single Monday, so be sure to check those out. So to start off, I got a cocktail. I got the Blackberry Sour. This is pretty much my go-to cocktail at California Grill, even though we haven't been here in quite some time. I got the Blackberry Sour. This is Ketel One Citron Vodka, house-made lemonade, and blackberries. This is probably one of my favorite cocktails on property, and I think it's because it has been so consistently good with that house-made lemonade. You get a little bit of sourness in there, but then some sweetness with the blackberry, and it's just overall so good. So citrusy, but the blackberry still really comes through in there. It is delicious. So today is actually Christmas Eve, so they do have a prix-fixe holiday menu in addition to their regular a la carte menu. The holiday menu is a choice of appetizer, entree, and dessert from this special menu, and then you also get a bread service that is separate from the restaurant's classic bread service. So that is what I have here first. So the bread service comes with truffle brioche, sesame lavash, seeded grain bread, and then for dipping and spreads, it comes with labna, baba ganoush, black truffle butter, and chicken liver mousse. Now, I was a little skeptical about the chicken liver mousse. However, I tried it because I had to, and I felt like this was a safe space to do so. It was actually not too bad. I was really surprised, actually. So it's definitely a flavor that you have to be a little adventurous for. But I could taste like a little bit of like cinnamon, maybe nutmeg in there. And it actually gave it like some holiday vibes for me, but I was able to eat it and I actually kind of liked it. So my favorite though was the truffle butter. I put that on some of the multi-grain bread and it was fantastic. The bread was a little bit crunchy, however, the inside was nice and soft and it was perfect. I loved that. So out of the spreads, my favorite was probably the truffle butter, and then the yogurt spread was probably the second favorite, and then the chicken liver mousse, and then the eggplant spread. I think I didn't really like it because of the olives on there. I don't really like that olive flavor, so I think that's kind of why I didn't really like it. The multi-grain bread was probably my favorite bread, followed by the brioche. I don't know, it's probably a close tie because they were really good.
So at California Grill, even though they are doing the prix-fixe menu, which Taylor got, I decided to go a la carte and choose off of the regular normal menu that they have here. And for that, I went with the seasonal cheese selection that is procured by the chefs. And it comes with 5 different cheeses. We've got a Beecher's Flagship Reserve, which is pretty much a Parmesan. We've got a Brie, which is truffle flavored, a lamb chopper, and that is a sheep's, it says a Gouda style sheep's milk. Then we've got the Purple Haze, which is goat's milk cheese. And last but not least, which is my favorite, is the blue cheese. This is a Bailey Hazen Blue by Jasper Hill Farm. And all of the cheeses are served with an accompaniment as well to go with it. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to say them all because I didn't really eat them all. Obviously, if you're going to get this, blue cheese should always come with some honey. And what's even better is that they serve it with the honeycomb. So amazing, nice and stenchy, nice and balanced really well with the honey. Really good.
For my appetizer, I had the Za'atar rubbed grilled boar tenderloin. This came with spiced yogurt, hearth-roasted carrots, pomegranate, and a chestnut glacé. This was a fantastic appetizer. The rub on the boar was actually a Middle Eastern type of spice, and I could really get that flavor in there. It kind of tasted like something that you might eat over at Animal Kingdom Lodge at one of their restaurants. Overall though, super good. The boar was so tender and I loved the flavor of the rub with the meat. And I actually really enjoyed the vegetables. They were cooked to perfection. I actually don't like cooked carrots at all and I ate them because they were amazing. Super tender, but not overdone to where they were mushy. They were just amazing. Really awesome appetizer.
So for an appetizer, Donald and I got the braised beef short rib wontons. It comes with a miso cola onion sauce, crispy garlic chili oil, radish, and pickled lotus root. Now, I have to say, this was probably one of the best wontons I've ever had. It's super rich, so if you're looking for something not as decadent as Donald would say, then I probably wouldn't recommend this, but it's super, super flavorful. I really enjoyed oil on it, the garlic chili oil. Overall, I probably could have eaten 5 or 6 of them, but then like that was enough because, like I said, it's super rich.
So for my entree, I had the grilled pork tenderloin, which was amazing. It was kind of funny because before he brought the plate, he brought me this giant knife. And I was like, oh, but you didn't even need it. It just pulled right apart. It was so tender. And it was served over a goat cheese polenta, which I'd never had a goat cheese polenta, but I'm a huge fan of polenta. That just added an extra layer of like creaminess and the cheese. It really gave a lot of flavor. There were also some vegetables and things mixed in with that, with mushrooms, Swiss chard, some apple gastrique, different things along to complement that flavor profile. But those were vegetables, so I kind of like tried them and moved on because I was there for the main event, and it was amazing.
And for my entree, I got 2 sushi rolls. I got the California combination roll and the spicy Kazan roll. So the spicy roll came with crab, shrimp, scallops, tuna, and a fireball sauce. Now that was really delicious, the fact that I had all these different types of seafood / fish in it. And the California combination was pretty much your standard California roll and a shrimp tempura roll. Both really good. I mean, I had a craving for sushi today, and if I was gonna get anywhere, I really enjoy it here at California Grill. Super fresh, super flavorful, but also pretty standard in sense when it comes to sushi, so nothing too crazy, but otherwise really delicious.
Well, if you notice, we are no longer in the restaurant. It is actually 2 days after Christmas now. So basically what happened is our battery died, and Josh thought there was another battery in the bag, but there was not. So we are going to finish our dining review right here from home. So for my entree, I had the Snake River Farms Wagyu strip loin. It comes with pathiver of leek fondue, celeriac and apple, fig and onion demi. This was a fantastic strip loin. I got it prepared as the chef recommended, which was a medium rare, and I honestly didn't really eat all the accompaniments on the side because I was just savoring the steak so much, and it was actually a pretty decent sized portion. Like, it was pretty big for some Wagyu strip loin.
Yeah.
But I did really like the potato kind of side that they had there. It was almost like it was inside of a puff pastry. It had really good flavor, but the steak, the Wagyu, that was where it was at. Cooked perfectly medium rare. It was nice and tender, almost melted in your mouth. It was perfection, seasoned so well, and I loved the demi that came with it. It really didn't look like there was a lot on the plate. However, you didn't need a lot with each bite because it was already so flavorful. I just wanted that little bit of extra with it. It was amazing.
I actually got 2 different things. I got a sushi roll. This was the sunburnt roll. This is spicy jumbo lump crab, charred verlasso salmon, lemon, jicama, mango, and zesty yuzu sauce. Fantastic. It was still a little bit spicy from that lump crab cake that was on top. Wasn't a cake, but a little bit more than what I thought it was actually going to be. But I did eat the whole thing, mainly because I say that because I also got a pizza. I had the pepperoni. This is house-made pepperoni, tomato, fontina, Asiago, Parmesan, mozzarella, basil, and oregano. Again, fantastic, but I started to get really full, and so I figured I might as well eat all of my sushi because I could take home the pizza. The pizza is more of like it's not a flatbread, but it's definitely a very thin crust. And again though, really nice. One of the better pizzas on property. It is a little bit more expensive than your normal pizza that you can get. These 2 entrees added up to the same price as what a single entree would be.
Now, I am the only one that did get dessert for this meal. However, that is because it did come with the prefix holiday menu that I got, and this was a limited time thing, so unfortunately it is no longer available. But this is something that you can consider whenever you book a meal for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, a holiday type of meal, is there's typically always a special menu that you can get as well. So for my dessert, I had the chocolate souffle. It did come with a peanut butter ice cream and a peanut butter crunch kind of on the top there. It was fantastic. If you don't know what a souffle is, it is pretty much like whipped up egg whites. However, that just kind of gives it the fluffy texture and it rises up above the ramekin. Josh does not like the texture of a souffle. However, I love it. It's one of my favorite desserts. If you do want a souffle when you go to California Grill, you do want to let them know kind of whenever your entree comes out, because it does take about 20-25 minutes to prepare, and they do make them to order. But it was fantastic. I love the chocolate flavor in there. It wasn't super rich like a molten lava cake might be, because it was nice and airy with that egg white that they use in there.
California Grill's great. It's another signature restaurant on Disney property. I do have other ones that I would prefer to eat at, but this is a fantastic choice for you for dinner if you want to also pair that with some fireworks because of the amazing viewing that they have over Magic Kingdom and the rest of the resorts. So especially on like 4th of July or something like that when they do 360s, holy cow, I can't even imagine being up top and seeing that from all over the place. That would be great. But yeah, all in all, it's a fantastic restaurant. You can't go wrong with it. Their food, I assure you, will not disappoint.
Oh, yeah.
I think in total, if I can remember correctly, was somewhere about $200 to like $225 for the entire meal. Taylor's was $125 for the prefix. And there were some additional accompaniments she could get, but she did not get those. So overall, I don't really think that was that bad. I mean, for two people, holiday, this was Christmas Eve dinner. That's what you can expect to pay at Disney for a signature restaurant.
Yes.
So it's good.
So let us know if you have ever dined at California Grill, and let us know if you've ever done a holiday meal while visiting Walt Disney World.